Looking at the 50 backstroke here. The most important thing that I wanted to focus on with this race was the turnover and the breakout, and I definitely saw it here, and we're going to look at it on the second 25. The breakout and then just the arm speed coming out of the wall was just picture perfect for this race. And that allowed me, as I got into the last 15 yards, to really just kind of crank it up and take it home. Last individual race of the day was the 50-yard freestyle. Focus here was stay on top of the water, low breath count, fast start, fast breakout, neutral head. So the start looks good. Definitely got out in front. A little slow down there on the breakout, but otherwise everything looks good. Going into the turn, everything is fine, but I can see I took some of the wave right there and kind of got slowed down a little bit. And then right as I got here, I ended up not being as neutral as I wanted to be with my head, but my legs, turnover, everything else was very, very fast. Okay, so now we're looking at day two. First individual event for me was the 100-yard freestyle. I'm recording this and putting this in front of the video before we even start. So for the last 3 years, I've been struggling to hit the last turn of the first turn or the middle turn of the 100 free. And I haven't been able to get under the 54 mark, which is the time I went when I was in high school. So at this meet, before this race, I had swam the third leg in a 200 free relay, and I was trying to go easy speed and maybe do like a 25 high, and I went like 24.2. So I thought I maybe went a little too fast for this race, to have energy for this race. But when I got into the race, I felt the speed from that race, and I noticed how much faster I was going, and I slowed down a little bit in order to conserve energy. Okay, now let's look at the race. So I have a good start. And it was right after these first two strokes I realized, ooh, I'm going too fast. And I slowed down just a little bit just to conserve some energy. I personally wanted to go breathing every three on the first 25, but I just kind of went with it. Great breakout there. See, my right arm still kind of flails out when I breathe. And then here is where I decided to accelerate after the turn. Came out of the turn very cleanly, took a breath there. But I was able to really kind of accelerate and really get moving on this third 25, which was very helpful for me in this race. As I've been swimming this race the last 3 years, I've always struggled trying to figure out where to take off, and I've been practicing taking off at that 50 to 60 yard mark, and then coming here, just having someone to race, going home, keeping my head down, going in. Now, I didn't know what time I did. It felt slower than it actually was, but when I had finally looked over to the time, and I noticed I went 53 mid, I was really impressed with that 27.5. The 27.5 tells me that the last couple of weeks of just interval training, trying to do 28s at threshold, were very helpful. Okay, the last event that I have here that was actually recorded was the 100 backstroke. So after doing that 100 freestyle, I felt very, very good about my swims. I felt very, very good about what we were doing here at the meet. And I didn't really care about what time I did here. I really cared about executing some of the race strategy things. So in this one, it was about driving the thumb up, using the same kind of arm speed I did in the 50 back throughout the race, and not let myself kind of just die off. So let's watch the video. Start is good. Got up over the water, got my dolphin kicks. Now, when I did the first 25, I definitely looked a lot slower, but it felt as fast as that 50 backstroke yesterday. And what I was trying to focus on was just making sure I didn't overspin my arms without making sure I was holding the water on the mid pull. And once I felt that, I just really focused on that the rest of the race. I made sure also to hit 5 to 6 dolphin kicks, which also worked out. So I feel real confident here. I'm really moving the arms just like I want to. I feel like the out sweep of my hand coming out of the water to the recovery was good. And I also felt like when I got to this last 25, I really was able to turn it over like another gear, which is what I want to be able to do when I swim the 100 backstroke at Nationals in a month. Now, the time didn't reflect what I was looking for, but execution-wise, I think we are where we need to be. And I think the 100 freestyle having me primed right before the race is what helped that race a little bit more, as well as is the work that we did in terms of patient, repeatable 50s at threshold. So yeah, this weekend has been a good rehearsal for Masters Nationals in April. It's about 6 weeks out, so hopefully over the next 6 weeks I can make some improvements in terms of the technical parts of my race and be successful not only in repeating a sub 54 100 freestyle, but being able to hit some of my other goal times that I have for all the other races. So at Nationals, I plan to swim the 50 and 100 free, 50 and 100 back, and the 50 butterfly. In terms of relays, I'll probably be leading off backstroke on the 200 medley and probably either lead off or anchor a 200 freestyle relay.